Rahm's only got 230 to the front and 245 to the hole. He only needs an iron to get it that far.
Yeah, the shot does play downhill.
It's on a perfect line. Starts at the left edge of the green, working back toward the hole.
Oh, wow. What a shot from Jon Rahm. Already 2 up.
While shiny, snazzy, technology-laden drivers meant for distance, and fancy flat sticks promising more hold putts get most of the attention when new golf equipment rolls out, true golfers know that the most precious clubs in the bag are irons. They're our security blankets, our reliable pals, harder to replace than pot lights in a 20-foot ceiling. But eventually an upgrade becomes necessary, and these days equipment companies are doing their very best to ensure they're offering something for everyone. Take Srixon's new offerings, the Z565, 765, and 965 irons. All three share a soft, forging body material for feel, but while the 9 series is comprised of blades and designed for someone like Hideki Matsuyama, the 5 series features cavity back clubs and a high-strength steel face with more forgiveness and distance. Naturally, the 765s fall somewhere in the middle, aimed at the good player seeking some help and a more classic look.
You sort of fit yourself based on what your playing ability is, but all 3 irons are in play on tour, so they're very easily mix and matched if you want to build your own custom set.
The other component all 3 irons share is Srixon's VT Sole, a technology developed in concert with tour players that adds bounce to the club's leading edge. That helps players with steep swings get through the turf better, and that means fewer chunk shots and better all-around feel. TaylorMade has a slew of new irons out this year, most notably its M1, an extension of the company's popular M1 driver. Like the M2 iron, now in a second-generation model, the M1 features a speed pocket and face slots working together to increase flexibility and improve ball speed on off-center hits. But it does so in a smaller, much more classic-looking head.
We know a lot of golfers out there, they want a little bit less offset, they want a little thinner top line, they're perhaps slightly stronger players, but they also want the performance. They don't want to give up on the distance they can get in modern irons, and we actually have been able to sort of miniaturize a lot of that technology into the new M1 iron.
TaylorMade achieved this through a 15-gram tungsten insert in the toe of the M1, which allows for a lower center of gravity without the need for that wide sole that some players loathe. That retains the forgiveness that might otherwise be lost when making a club head smaller. TaylorMade also brought out forged P770 and P750 Tour Proto irons, with the likes of Justin Rose and Jason Day playing the 750s, and Mike Weir playing the slightly larger 770s. Again, tungsten was a key component in their construction, with it specifically used as a back bar stabilizer in the longer irons. Ping's new irons are also aimed at more accomplished golfers, with the i200s a slightly easier to hit complement to the iBlade irons released last fall. Both clubs are about precision in their grooves, materials, face, and inertia properties, with distance in the i200s ensured through a 30% thinner face and a muscle stabilizing bar. A thin top line and more contoured leading edge creates a classic look, which was a key consideration in their construction.
A huge part of the design language of both these clubs is around that, trying to get a clean look. So we want the technology in there, but we don't want the technology necessarily shouting at the player. This player is looking for something that gives them confidence, looking for that just inspiring, clean look, no distractions.
Callaway recently came out with premium-priced Epic and Epic Pro irons. Picking up on Callaway's huge success with its Epic drivers, these irons also contain a technology designed to stiffen the body and place more load impact on the face. Previous to Epic, Callaway released its Steelhead XR irons, which contain the company's patented Cup 360 face, maximized ball speeds on all hits. With a darker finish giving the appearance of a smaller club head, plus a thinner top line, narrower sole, and less offset, they too are aimed at more skilled golfers. And for those outside-the-box thinkers willing to give anything a try, there are Cobra's one-length irons, available in the company's King F7, Forged 1, and even King F7 Junior sets. Popularized by mad scientist / PGA Tour player Bryson DeChambeau, the theory behind having all irons the same length is actually quite simple according to Cobra engineers.
You talk to a lot of players and you say, what's your favorite club in the bag? And you're going to get a high percentage of people saying, my 7-iron. It's just like right in the middle of my set and it's easy to hit. Well, there you go. Why not make a set of clubs that is just like that 7-iron?
That was accomplished by taking weight out of the short irons, which raised the center of gravity and lowered ball flights, and putting more weight into the long irons, which lowered the center of gravity to help golfers get the ball up in the air. That's not the only technology in the King F7 irons though. With the progressive set containing muscle back gap and sand wedges, cavity back short irons, half hollow construction in the mid irons, and full hollow construction in the long irons for more face flexibility. So there you have it, some of the best new irons on the market. If, you're finally willing to get rid of the ones you have now.